Hello my dear friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a very interesting topic for us and we will try to dive in deeper into this topic tomorrow because I think it's fascinating and I would like to get some feedback from Emma and also from other guys in the Red Pill. And if you choose to call in and share your story, that would be awesome. We appreciate your feedback always, so feel free to call in and tell us your story and your observations. So, this week I spent quite some time talking to simps because I was trying to understand why do men simp. At first I was thinking that they are so concerned about the pussy that they don't want to rock the pussy boat, and if they stop simping, a woman will restrict their access to her sexuality, and then these guys are so desperate and they are so scared of losing that access. But then as I started talking to guys, I realized that it's not the only reason, because effectively these are just men, okay, who have been told their entire life to behave this way. These men have been told by mass media, by social media, by delusional, misleading content creators, by institutions, churches, schools, colleges, to behave this way. Even by their parents to some extent, when their parents were raised in the same way, right? The feminist way. Simp for a woman, pedestalize her, do as she tells you to do, make your life happy, serve her better, man up. We've all heard this narrative, right? And then it's very hard to undo this kind of programming that has been perpetrated in our society for multiple generations. So you can't just tell them, stop simping, and then expect the immediate response, yes, I get it. As I mentioned before, unless the men have been kicked into their teeth, they're probably not going to get it. But the problem is that a lot of them are being kicked into their teeth, and they realize that, okay, this is not the appropriate behavior of a woman, but yet somehow they tolerate it. And you have to ask yourself why. And this is where I was kind of stuck, because I realized that no, sexuality cannot be just the only answer to the question. Yes, it's a big part of it because men biologically need sex, so do women. And when these men, the simps who are married, they only get sex once or twice a year on a good year, and it's a starfish sex, and they are still committed to the woman. I've talked to these guys. It's not the only thing that matters there, okay? The other concern that they have is finances. That the legal system is going to ruin them if they try to do anything. They are mostly scared because of the laws. Because the laws are supporting women. So in a court, a woman can claim all sorts of things, and everybody is going to believe the woman without investigating, without evaluating what has been going on there, right? And then men have to pay to the woman who initiates the divorce, or even if a man initiates the divorce due to the lack of sex from his wife, and if she doesn't want to clean, if she doesn't want to fulfill her wifely duties, he can't even divorce her, even though he has been providing for her for all of these years that they've been together. He still needs to pay her when they choose to divorce. It doesn't really matter like who initiates the divorce, to make this point that I'm trying to make here, okay? So let's say they are separating from each other. A man still needs to fund her lifestyle. He needs to pay her the alimony, and in the worst case, if they happen to have kids, he needs to pay her the child support. This is how broken our system is. Yeah, and I've talked to a few guys. I hope that eventually they will share their stories with us, because these are not my stories to share. And it's kind of scary. I try to understand why men simp for women, And I know that there is more to this than just sex. Yes, men will do a lot of things to have sex. But when you objectively analyze the situation, how often do these men get sex actually? It's not that often. So it can't be that they are staying with this woman because of the sex that she provides for them. They stay with this woman because they are scared that they will be ruined in court financially. It's something that we usually don't talk about, but I think that it's an important issue here, you know? Because if men were allowed to divorce women for not complying with their female duties without paying women anything, we would see a lot more men divorcing their non-compliant wives. See, men are not allowed, from any angle you look at the situation, they are not allowed to express their masculinity in any way. Because the moment they try, the court is going to say, no, you're not allowed to do this, boom. The church and the other institutions are going to say, no, you didn't serve her well enough. Keep up and do better. Even if she chooses to cheat on him, it's still his fault. This is how absurd and insane the whole situation is. So, yeah, it's something that I wanted to bring up to your attention. I don't think that simps are only simping for women because of the sexuality of women, especially if they are engaged or married to overweight women who are lazy, who are toxic, narcissistic, entitled, who think that they deserve the best lifestyle they can get without putting any effort, without offering anything in exchange. And in addition to that, they want these men to be overweight as well, so that these men that are engaged to them, they have no other perspectives, they have no other women interested in them. Yeah, it's very toxic, it's very narcissistic, it's very self-absorbed. To demand a man to do the things that you want him to do just so that you are secured, so that you feel safe, by staying with this man who has to sacrifice his health, his well-being, his interests, his priorities for you. This is a very entitled behavior in women. Women are totally abusing the system. Tell me what you think, guys. I know that these are some tricky and challenging topics that I'm bringing up to your attention today. And we are going to dive into this topic tomorrow. So if you want to join us tomorrow, please do join us. Give us a call. Share your story. Share your observations with us. We are happy to hear from you. Remember to please like, share, and subscribe. It helps a lot. And thank you for your kind support, guys. Thank you for joining us, okay? And remember to reach out to Glenn Lawrence, join his Bible study with Nick. Listen to Nick's story. He's a former pastor, and he did everything society told him to do, and yet his wife financially raped him in court. She took his kids away from him. She got his ass handed to him. And then also read the book, A Dominant Masculine Presence by R.P. Thor. It's a fantastic book. It's very easy to read. I highly recommend you to read this book. Tell me what you think about it. Then also read the book by Paul from Common Man Podcast. I have his short here. It's called Everything I Wish I Knew When I Was 18. It's a great book for younger men. Educate yourself about female nature, guys. This is what's coming ahead of you. Especially if you engage yourself with obese, narcissistic, entitled, toxic women who believe in body positivity, who are so lazy that they don't want to comply with your frame, who don't want to do anything to contribute into your relationship with them, who take you for granted, who don't want to clean, cook, and adjust their diet for you. If a woman is not helping you in any way, she's a waste. But you can't demand anything from her unless you have a masculine frame. I highly recommend you to follow Api Thor, Glenn Lawrence, Nuclear Caudillo, Nick from Christianity Unplugged. Who else is there? Read Rollo's books. Follow Paul from Common Man Podcast. He actually runs a course for men. See what they tell you, because as a woman I can't really give you a masculine advice. Only men can do it, you know. Women are not supposed to preach. I can only guide you to the right direction, sort of. Yeah, I can listen and say, wow, I feel for you. But even then, it's like I'm a woman. I can only do as much as I can, and I try to talk to women. Talk to men. You guys need this community of men that will help you. Okay? I'll see you soon. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and join us for more interesting, controversial discussions with Elena's Back community. Have a wonderful day, everyone, and thank you for watching. Bye.